Why do you look so shocked? Like,
it's okay.
You know the microphone's on? We got microphones in front of our face. We're about to do our podcast.
Yeah.
You know that's what's happening?
Yeah.
You here with me?
I'm here with you.
Okay. Banter. Banter question for today is, what is a color that you see? It could just pop up and you just get annoyed by it.
A color?
Color.
I'm thinking about color. Like I don't know. Like I feel like.
Let me help you.
Okay.
For me, it's usually the color orange. Because usually when I see orange, it's associated with a bill or something that I don't want to see. So fuck the color orange. Sometimes you don't like my shadow backwards.
You see, like there's always there's the opposite to that. But I guess I don't have nothing for you. I'm trying to even.
You like all the colors. You like the rainbow. You don't see.
Maybe that's what I don't. No.
What?
Greg, you see how you put me in for I didn't mean it like that.
That's good.
I didn't mean it like that, Greg.
Of course not.
No, I don't see anything wrong. I'm even looking around at colors, but I don't. A color I don't.
Really? Like you never looked at a color? Like, okay, make it situations. Not all the time you see the color. But like you saw something that was like, that shouldn't have been that color. Jesus.
What? It shouldn't have been that color. I don't know. I don't have nothing. I don't. No.
Nothing.
No.
You got a steak and it was brown instead of pink.
But that's because you asked how you wanted it.
But you was expecting it to be pink.
No,
but the guy that was brown.
No, Greg. So you're not. I don't have nothing. A color that I want to give you a color, Greg, and make
white.
Sense.
You never saw the color white and wasn't annoyed? Oh my gosh. Y'all.
Okay, yes, I guess. Okay, fine. White. Sure. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Greg, this wasn't a good question, Greg.
I thought it was a great question.
Yeah, because you had an answer about orange because you're thinking about the easy pass. That's it.
Yeah, it's purple.
It's purple.
Yeah.
No, when you haven't paid it, it's orange.
I don't know about that.
So what papers you?
I was thinking about PSE&G.
Oh, wow.
Debt collector. Like, leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, Greg. I don't have nothing for you.
If the lights go out while we recording, you don't know why. Now she looking around, y'all.
Because it's not even at the lights. Now we're not going to be able to record either.
Why won't we be able to record?
Because the lights will go out.
Oh, yeah, we do need to plug in the internet.
Yeah, I don't got nothing for you, Greg.
All right, people.
Well, I'm just saying that you have either underestimated the thought process of this woman.
You don't think I prepared?
This is too much.
This is every week, bro.
I'm ready.
The gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong. Gigi. I should put that in loop so I don't have to do it every week.
But then you can't make it genuine to when it cracks, like you know, or
That's fair.
If it's gonna be long, short. It's a yerp today. Is it a yerp today? Is it a I don't want to finish it, but I want to talk today. So that's up to you.
That's fair. Welcome to Convo 151 of Just a Conversation with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talks first. And I am joined here by the person who says she has nothing for us today, but she's going to find it in the next couple of minutes or I'm going to punch in the throat.
Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
Why are we starting with violence?
I started with colors.
There's no okay. Hi, Greg. Hi, everyone. I've been cool. Life has been doing the things that it needs to do. I went line dancing this weekend, but not like, because I know exactly. No, but I would be open to doing that though.
Where did it come from? Where it go?
I would be okay with like
I would
going
do it
to.
too.
I would do it. And then, but it was like one of the ones like it was like kind of soul line dances. So like
step, side. That. Y'all know y'all still listen to it. Don't even do that.
I was going to say something like that, but not that song. There were different songs. It was fun. I'm realizing like I like getting back into like having like group activities and like just having something to kind of just be around different people. Like it was fun. I had fun. I had more fun than I thought I was. I was a little nervous at first because I was like, even though I know I went to dancing school, I went in like boots. Like, you know the boots I usually wear. And I was just like, why didn't I just wear sneakers? Like, I'm about to dance. Like, it's different to dance in boots than to dance in sneakers.
I look cute.
You know what? I just wasn't thinking. I didn't know if I was going to do it or not because this was one of the days when it rained. So, like, my foot was already off, but I already committed to going. And I still, I like I said, I wanted to, you know, just be outside and even see it if I'm not able to do it or try it if I'm able to. But my foot was killing me. So for me, I in my mind, I should have just brought a pair of sneakers. But if I go again, I'm probably looking forward to going again. I'm probably going to bring me a pair of sneakers if I do decide to wear boots to go in. So, yeah.
Cowboy boots?
No, it's not.
I want cowboy boots.
You know, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I see
I
them.
would wear them shits too.
Yeah. Why would you buy shoes?
A lot of people buy shoes not to wear them.
Those are collectors and
They're idiots.
resellers, but
Well, I'm not calling you idiots. You're not idiots. It just don't make sense to me. I wouldn't do that.
no, especially if you don't want to resell them.
I don't believe in reselling sneakers. I hate the resale market, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, these are all your perspectives.
For sure.
And they're respected. But how are you, Greg?
You know, I'm good. Ain't nothing changed from last week to this week, but my perspective.
On what?
Just life. Just gotta keep pushing forward. Shit's gonna go bad, but some shit's gonna go good too.
I like that.
And, you know, just gotta keep pressing forward. I am a man of faith, and I believe somebody got my back, so I'll be all right.
Yeah, you got a big back, Greg. They got you.
I work hard for my back, so I don't care. See me in the gym. Deadlift.
I think that you posted, so I think they know.
Oh, quiet. Thought you was trying to say I was big.
No.
I wasn't big.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
Okay, that's good.
What do you want to do? We want to start this? Want to get some topics?
Yeah.
Mine or yours?
I think mine, because then like yours we can end it off with, because...
Okay.
Okay, so my topic for today is if you happen to be privy to a private conversation and it involves you, do you respond? Especially if, well, no, that's actually not the question.
That's a good question, though.
That is a good question. Because that was a question.
We can do
both.
It's all the same.
Okay, fine. And that could be the follow-up question. Okay, do you respond if you hear something that's either false or negative about you?
Yes. If I got to defend my name, absolutely.
Okay. And how would you think that you'd be privy to this conversation?
Like if I just overheard it, like I'm here. So, okay. Because it depends on the messenger too, right? Let's say somebody came back and told me.
Okay.
Right? Depending on who the messenger is. No, that's not even true for me. If it's coming from a third party source, I'm probably not going to say anything. because I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know the full context of what was being spoken of. If you just give me that piece, so but if I'm standing there and I'm like, and I can hear him ear hustling, I can hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Okay, so in the idea of the third party telling you something, right? Mm-hmm. And you hear something about you, why are you don't think that clarifying what it is would ease your mind? Because now there might be like something maybe misconstrued or perception of your friend that you didn't know that they had of you.
No, not if it's coming from a third party. Only, and it's just simply because I don't have all of the I don't have.
What if it's a trusted third party?
Still no, because I don't know what was said before. Like I don't know what's the context of why I was even put into this conversation.
Third party tells you
the full context.
Yeah, because they was there.
Yeah, I still no. I don't think I just.
You're not gonna say anything.
I just seem weird to me to go to somebody like, yo, because then I'm putting my friend in a bad position too.
Okay.
Granted, you shouldn't be a snitch like that in the first place, but. I'm trying to look out, so that's like me going to somebody and be like, so I heard you said something about me. The first question was like, who told you that?
Yeah.
And like, don't worry about it. They know who said it.
Obviously, because or maybe if they said it.
Oh,
but if they
maybe
know
just talking to everybody in town about me,
then they said it.
That's fair.
Okay. So for me. I think I'm torn because I gotta say something.
I'm about to say I ain't
unless like in the beginning of the conversation, but then it puts if the third party was telling me something, if they told me that not to tell that other person about it, I don't like that. It's
already sketchy to me.
That's how I feel. I don't like that. So then you should have never told me at all.
Exactly.
So I respect that wholeheartedly. However, if it does come to me, somebody needs to stand on business. So either you said it or you didn't say it, or the person that's giving me this information needs to be removed from my life, because I don't need somebody keep pouring in negativity
for sure,
into me because of whatever they may perceive. And if that is the case, then maybe I need to remove you from my space, because if you really feel me, I wish you would have had the conversation with me and not somebody else.
Yeah.
But if it does have to come to me, now it's a problem. Because if you couldn't come to me about me, but you want to talk to somebody and it happens to come to me, I think you're in the wrong. Now, does people have the right to have outlets and be able to have places where they can vent? Sure. But I don't think everybody is privy to everybody's information.
For sure.
So I wouldn't like that at all. So both parties, I would feel some type of way.
About both, like the person who said it and the person and the third party telling you?
Now, if I was present and I heard it, I'm walking through the door. Hello.
Of course you are.
I am here. Let's talk about it. Because at the end, if it doesn't work out, then at least we have a clarification and we don't have to play those games.
I agree with that.
So you want to do the follow-up then? Okay, so the follow-up is that you are having a private conversation with someone, and the person that you're talking about happens to hear your conversation. Now, you may or may have not kicked their back in. You may have not kind of tried to uplift your friend by not making the other person sound so great, and they hear all of this. Do you think, and now you know that they heard all of this. Do you think that you should have a conversation about it with them?
No.
And what if they want to have a conversation about it with you?
We wouldn't have a conversation about it, because I wouldn't want to talk about that. I want to know how the fuck you found out what I said.
I agree.
Like, we wouldn't be having a conversation about anything else but that.
I agree. I think, but that's the fact, because at the same time, you still said something wrong that I happened to hear. But I think the idea that it is a private conversation.
So wait, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
It relates to this, right?
Sure.
If do you believe that if you were talking with your spouse, and I mean this is somebody that you lay in bed with every night, blah blah blah, and you confide in them certain things, right? Like, yo, Greg, that nigga fucking annoys the shit out of me, right? and then I was to hear that back from your spouse, right? But that's not how you feel about me in public.
Okay.
Right? Let me take a step back. I'm a firm believer you tell your spouse certain things.
Yeah.
Like the full picture. Mm-hmm. Like, I love them, but this motherfucker.
Wow, I feel like, okay, go ahead.
I feel like you only do that with your spouse. Like, you don't do that with everybody else.
Okay.
You can't do that with everybody else.
Okay.
But you do that with your spouse. And that is sacred. That is between you. That's between me and my woman. And if my woman, for whatever reason, go and tell, let's say, my boy's wife what we talked about, because cool, that's what she did with her girlfriend, and then she told him, and he came back to me like, nigga, you really feel that way about me? Do you think I have every right to be mad at my wife?
Absolutely. That's supposed to be your safe. Like,
yes.
That's your lock and key. Like, she's supposed to be that all that shit that you talk about your friends, even though you love them, that's just supposed to be your space where you're supposed to just vent. She's supposed to understand and let it go.
Do you think I owe my friend an apology for saying it?
No. You owe your friend an apology. Nigga! But you owe your friend an apology for the idea that your wife went to them and talked about it. Because that's not
okay. I think I get what you're saying.
No, the fact that yes, I would apologize that my wife said anything to you about it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna apologize for what I said because I said what I said.
That's what I said.
But I didn't feel like you needed to hear it.
You didn't hear all of that.
I mean, I don't feel that every day, but some days, yeah. But I don't think that my spouse should ever go to any of my friends, because just like if I talk to my friends, well. I guess it depends on the situation. Like if there's like a
only if his life is life-threatening.
Yes, life-threatening. But when it comes to anything outside of that, which I truly believe that there's certain times where, not even certain times, there's a certain level of boundaries that you should have with all your friends once you are married. I don't think your friends they don't need to know all the pieces of your marriage. Would you guys want to have conversations? Yes. But I don't think that you need to have a lot of people providing advice in your marriage.
I agree.
Relationships, possible. Like, boyfriend and girlfriend, that's cool because you're learning yourself, maybe learning the person. And there may be somebody similar, but when it comes to that, however, I wouldn't want my friends, like, even if I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna use me. I'm gonna use an example that was provided to me. One of my friends told me that, like, her husband, like, he wasn't shit, and in the midst of him, like, and he like ended up leaving, and she was just talking about like how small his penis is and how she think like he's gay. Like,
it was just go for the dick side.
And in my mind, I was just like, that was it.
Well, you fuck that small dick, nigga.
In my mind, that's what I said. But you know what? Sometimes people just gotta speak. But it was just all these things, like just throwing jabs at things. I was just like, yo, you seemed great. Oh, before y'all got married, or not even when y'all did get married. So it's just like, why even say that now? But at the same time, you're angry. He left you. You're feeling some type of way. I'm your safe space at that moment. Sometimes you may not even believe it. Maybe you love that small dick, but right now you don't like it, the dick right now. It didn't matter if it was small or not, but right now he left me. So if I don't like it, it's going to be okay because I don't have to be with him because he don't want to be with me. However, if my friend went to him and was just like, you small dick, oh, and we still together, oh, come on, he came back home, what are you doing? Facts. What are you doing? So vice versa, I wouldn't like that. I would apologize.
You ever been in a situation where like your friend breaks up with someone and like y'all just start trashing a nigga?
Who they do or we do?
You do. Like you and her together do. Right? Yeah. In a public forum kind of way, right?
Nah, I don't do that.
I'm just...
But,
No. In the sense of like... Just amongst a bunch of like it's a girls' night out, and no, because you won't catch yourself in that situation either. Anyway, I was trying to see if it was a situation where you like kick somebody's back and then like their ex is back and then find out 2 weeks later it was back together.
No, that's happened though.
And you had to look them in their face.
No, because they don't know that I said it until they.
But they know.
They know that I said it. Oh no, I've been there. And I think that at the end of the day, I hate when people say that actually. In that situation, I know it hurt their feelings. But I think they see that there was facts to what I was saying.
Of course you do.
So at this point, would I feel some type of way? Yes. Mm-hmm. But I think that as long as you know that I'm going to be in this individual's life, we're going to either agree to disagree. And now we don't have to like each other to respect each other. But I think that you would still know that I'm a cool person. You just wasn't shit at that time.
That's kind of how it is with my mom's husband. You know I don't like that nigga.
That's okay.
I think it's totally fine. I'm respectful.
Yes, you are, and sometimes that's all you need. But yeah, no, but I'm not I am a person that if they don't know, I will never let you know that I have an issue with you or I feel some type of way about you or anything, because that's not you're not the dick I'm riding. It's not gonna affect me.
Until it does. You know, because it does affect you, especially if you're that person's safe space. Because after a while, you're gonna be like, nigga.
No.
Really?
Because it's a choice to listen to it. My thing is, everyone's an adult at this moment, right? So you're gonna make the decisions that you want.
If I was messing with some chick and you saw, and I keep telling you, and keep going over and over, and this goes on for years now, at some point you ain't gonna be like, all right, nigga.
No.
Damn, you a good friend.
Yeah, nah. If you
not me.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
All right.
I don't believe it. I think that my thing is, when you have friendships like that, but that's why I say when you are married to that capacity, or even with long-term relationships like that, putting your business out there doesn't help your relationship at all.
For sure.
So I think that's why sometimes you have to just create these boundaries and be able to find communication with your partner, because everybody don't need to know your business.
Agreed.
But when I do want to go to my friend, I don't want to feel like my friend's going to have an issue unless I'm calling them every day like there's a therapy session, then I need to go to therapy. But you decide to pick up the phone.
But that happens more often than not.
What do you mean?
I think that's a really good way of putting it. You call your friend every day to complain about your nigga. He don't do this or he don't do that. This nigga ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. You going to town on a nigga, and then your friend still is in the position where they got to be in the same space as this dude because you won't break up with him. But still has to listen to you constantly kick his back in.
So do you think that there needs to be a balance? Do you think that they need to tell you all the good things, and would that be different for you?
No.
Maybe that's the thing, is that they just find those moments where they are vulnerable, where they feel like they want to vent, and at this point you may be their only safe space. They can't just go and call random people and just start going off.
For sure.
And I think that could be a reason. It's just because they don't.
I just think that if your friends are there for you to vent. Don't get me wrong. That's what we're here for as a friend. My thing is, it's one thing to vent, but this is another thing where you could clearly just hear, nigga, you don't want to be with the nigga. He is not making you happy. At some point, it's not a venting session no more. But my thing is, though, if you continue like you said, a friend is going to continue to pick up the phone regardless. I just think it puts that friend in an uncomfortable situation where they still got to be in the same presence of the person that you don't want to be with.
I think that's fine, because I think it's no longer on the other person. I think it's on your friend.
I agree.
So at this point, if you're gonna be my friend, you're gonna ride with me to the wheels fall off. I might not make all the best decisions. I may not even make the decisions that you agree with. But if we still cool, then you would have to respect some of the decisions that you don't agree with.
I agree. That's true. That's fair.
I think there's.
That's fair.
The spouse is not your friend. Your friend is your friend.
Absolutely.
So at this point, the spouse may change. It may not. But if you're still gonna ride with me, then it doesn't matter.
If you're gonna ride with me with 3 women, Why?
Is there anything else that I have with the private conversations? I told you I've been in a situation like that. Did they approach me? No. But we pieced it up. We're cool. Like now I know they probably want to have a little bit distance from me.
Oh, absolutely.
But they still, they're still cordial with me. They don't, we don't have, there's no animosity or tension when we speak. But yeah, that's what I got about those. But I think you should mind your business for the people that are third parties that are going to other people. If the conversation's for them, then the conversation's for them. That's one thing I don't like. Don't tell my business to somebody else. And because once it gets back to me, that means I no longer can trust you with this information.
Agreed.
Because I'm not telling you that you may tell somebody, but once it gets back to me, now I know what type of time you're on. And I don't like that. That's not the type of, I don't like that. However, if you're never supposed to be a part of a conversation and it get back to you, like, AKA, I'm going to give an example before we leave this topic. If there was a recording device, right? Like I'm going to, at your house, Greg, you got cameras. Let's say that I'm here, you left, and you just left the camera on. I don't know you left the camera on. And now I'm going in and I'm talking. Greg, get on my nerves. Nah. Now what's up? What you doing? Now, granted, now there's two things. I am in your space and I do understand there's cameras, but I do not think that you would be looking at me in your cameras. Anymore.
Yeah, I'm thinking about myself first initially. Like, this is already the invasion of privacy, so I'm not going to bring it up.
Got it. So the fact that you know that you saw it, you're going to let it go. You're going to let this one roll off.
I'm going to let it go, like, surfacely?
Yeah.
Internally?
Yeah.
Probably not.
You see, but that's what I'm saying. And then wouldn't it kind of eat you up inside a little bit because you can't have this conversation with me that like...
No, because I found ways to say it very...
so you would still talk to me about it without like being direct?
I would talk to you about it without talking to you about it.
Okay, so you would still... So let's just say that there would still be a conversation without you putting yourself saying that you watched me on camera.
That sounds so weird.
See, now you are wrong because you have invaded my space. That even though it's your space, you invaded my space because why would you need the cameras on?
That's fair.
And even if your cameras are on, why are you just looking at me listening to what I'm saying on the camera?
This is a scenario.
Yeah, no.
This is a scene area.
Well, we'll see, Greg. I don't know if... I don't know what Greg... Greg... He's changed the angles of his cameras too, so I don't know what that means, y'all.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, like I think that, so in that scenario, I think there's one, I don't think I'm wrong for voicing my opinion of you at that time because maybe we had a little spat, right?
I just don't think in that scenario, the conversation wouldn't be about you talking about me. It'd be, nigga, you watching me?
Yeah, no, initially, yes.
That's the whole conversation.
Yeah,
at
you
that
keep
point.
going back to that, but it's just like the reason why you had to bring it up is because I was talking about you. But the problem now is that you watch me on your...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole... Forget anything else.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem.
Actually, you're great. I don't think I'll ever come here by myself ever again. Like, I would never do that. Oh, my gosh, Greg. Whew, that'd be weird. That'd be weird, Greg.
I hate you so much right now.
Well, okay. That's all I got.
Only thing I wanted to say, because I think I've said this to you off mic before, but like, if it's the only time, I wouldn't even say the only time I could find understanding. Not saying that it's still good, but the only time I can find understanding if I tell a friend something, and a friend tells another, like a mutual friend of something based on like if they think that one is detrimental to me or it could help me, I could find understanding in them. Like,
that's life threatening. No, that's different. That's if I'm just telling you my business, or like I'm telling you like maybe a relationship issue or a financial issue or something like that, and I'm just telling you where I'm at, and then all of a sudden you want to go tell our third best friend. But I was like, I didn't want to have that conversation with that person just yet.
But Arthur can help me.
But I needed you to trust that if I wanted to have the conversation with Arthur, you should allow me to do this. This is my truth. This is how I'm deciding to go about it. Do I think that your intentions are wrong? No, I think that it's a really good place. But I think that there are certain things that you have to allow people to do.
And that's fair, but I think you stated it very well. I'm going to focus on the intention and not the fact that not the fact that it was because I don't really see that as a betrayal of trust. I can understand how it is.
But it is because I didn't tell you go tell this person.
I didn't tell you to go tell anybody. I didn't think you was going to tell anybody, but you did. But it was because you was looking out for me, and I get that. I can understand that.
Okay.
I can forgive that.
You know what? Okay, Greg, I'm gonna say I agree with you because like I understand the intentions, but it still makes me feel like I'm not able to trust you. Doesn't mean you don't care about me because obviously your intentions was to help me. But if I decide to tell you something and I'm telling you, and you know that I'm a private person. Yeah. I'm not out here just going out here standing on a podium. Well, we on the podcast, but in regards to like my friend dynamics, I'm just out here just giving them my whole storyline. So when I hear information, especially when someone that's not even a part of my circle comes to me, but is a part of your circle, and it kind of throws me off. Yeah. But even if it's another friend, you don't know my dynamics with my friends, and that's the difference between me and you, Greg. All your friends you say have the same, mine's aren't. I have different levels of friendship. So if I'm telling this person just because y'all cool don't mean
that's why I could never do that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're right.
I'm gonna say thank you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I got.
All right. My topic comes from Instagram. I ain't giving nobody no damn shout out, but check this out.
Check this out, man. Check this out.
There's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. Bingo. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting.
Oh, man, check.
What's your thoughts on what old girl just said? Do you want to summarize what she said? What did you hear? Let's start there.
Okay. What I heard was that we are now in a society where men have a lot of options, but because of social media and the way that the world works, that there are these standards that are universally shown. Because before it was like locally, like you had there was you knew the pretty girls in your town or the town over, you kind of had a dynamic of beauty that you seen, right? But now it's like you are fascinated by these IG models and the idea that sex sells, and that's something that, again, pushing social media, and even in today's world in itself, like everything is about sex, that there is no more the idea of even courting a woman now is questionable. Before, it was a habit for men just to do. Like, they knew that if they really wanted to talk to a woman, they had to put in the work. And now we see these women that even if a man trying to put in the work outside of actually getting to know them, we have women, and not all. I think this is more of like the social media based on what has been presented, is that there are women that, on the first date they trying to get a bag, or men set these men on social media are setting expectation that on the first date we get on flights, or we barely know each other and we're going on vacations, and it's just like, but do you even know this person? Like, do you know their last name? Do you know what they're allergic to? Like, do you know if they on medication? Like, you're not even taking the chance, and that's on both ends, because I think women do that too. You're not even taking the moment to understand why we were looking for a partner outside of the idea of being married, but having a companion, like really getting to know your lifetime partner. And now people are just having these temporary fixes where it's just like immediate gratification. It's not about getting married anymore. There's a lot of people, especially in our age group, that are not getting married anymore, and that they're just looking for somebody to just be with. And that's sad, because at one point that was the goal. And now it's the goal mark has moved. There's so many, men don't need to settle anymore because there's so many options of women that they can choose from, and women feel the same way. It's just like, if he's not doing this or he's not doing that, no one's really getting to know the person and understanding that that material thing can go away, but your person is supposed to stay, and they've lost that. And even women with the way that they feel about how they look, like, do they have the option to make changes if you don't like it? Absolutely. But what are those reasons why you're doing that? Why do you feel like you need to be smaller, or your ass needs to be bigger, or your titties need to be bigger, or your face needs to be pumpier? For who? Because at the end of the day, like, you're still looking for your person. Like, this is not just a you thing, because if it was just a you thing, you would have been so comfortable within yourself. Does that mean I don't want to tweak things? Absolutely. There's some things I want to change about myself. But that doesn't change the fact that I love me first. And if I didn't change anything, it wouldn't make me love me less. So to summarize, what I think she's saying is that the value that women always have, because I don't think it changes, social media has pushed this narrative that, I would say love don't cost a thing, that is more about what you can do for me or what you look like more than who you are.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
The type of woman that she described, how do you think that's more often? Like, that's the common person, that's the common woman you'll see walking down the street?
I think it depends on the age group, but
Let's our age range, because we can only talk about us. Let's talk about what we see.
I feel like there's a uniformity in certain things in our age group in regards to certain beauty things that women are doing. But if I think about immediately around me, more women to me they're natural, and they are not the women that she's talking about.
That's the women that she's describing.
Yeah,
right?
the women immediately around me are not the women that she's talking about. But I do believe that if she's talking about the idea of what she's seeing on social media,
Absolutely.
I totally would agree with her, because it's like you have to buy Louis bags and Chanel bags and put roses on the bed and all these things, and we've only been dating for 3 weeks, and it's just like, dude, but do you know me? And all these things are lavish, but it's just like, now next week we not together.
So when I first heard it, I wanted to because we could easily bring it super wide, but I want to talk about like our age range, like the people who just our age group, because we don't know everybody in our age range, but I think you know enough people around your age. I know enough people around my age where I could honestly say what she's saying, I don't think that's true. And I think she just gave a way out for men. You ever heard somebody tell the truth and lie at the same time?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like she just did.
Okay.
In the sense of, like I said, what she is saying, what instantly caught me, what instantly made me intrigued by the poster was she said men aren't obsessed with women. Mm-hmm. So I thought she was in the sense of talking about like men aren't obsessed with the women that they're dating or that they're in a relationship with. I instantly took it to relationship because I think when you're in a relationship, you should be obsessed with your person. I don't think it's nothing wrong being obsessed with your person. I think to always want to want them is an obsession. And I think if you are in a relationship, you should be obsessed with your person. And she is saying, when she said men aren't obsessed with women anymore because of all the stuff she listed and said that is true. I think for a different age group than mine.
Okay.
I think men.
But I think. Go ahead.
I want to put myself in a. Trying to put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, with your orange socks.
I'm sorry?
With your orange socks.
My socks are not orange, they red, bruh.
They look orange.
I think men use that to justify other things.
I think you need to say what's the other things, Greg.
Like just justify of like why they're not happy with the person that they're with when they're just not happy with the person that you're with.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like when she's saying obsessed, I didn't take it in I think it starts from the core because like just think about it. Men are nurturers. Like they want to, in the aspect of the beginning of society up until this point, men's peak was to find something that's sustainable so they can take care of themselves and their family, even if it's just the woman or the woman and their children. Mm-hmm. That's no longer the reason. And she's listing those reasons. Not in a relationship why I don't want to be with you anymore. Why now men are focused on different goals. Like I can still be a single man and still have these options to be with other women. And I no longer have to be I don't need to have a steady relationship anymore. Because all these women are showing me that they, in her opinion, are showing me that their value is the money that I can give them, and there's no challenge to it anymore.
I don't think that's true of the women of our age.
Okay, I didn't agree with you. I do agree with you. I told you this is what I'm getting from her is what she's actually seeing within social media in itself. And unfortunately, Greg, there are people our age that are also posting these things as well. So if I'm looking at it on a mass level, what I'm seeing on social media, not immediately around me, I can't tell you that her views are wrong.
I didn't think they were wrong.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But we also
you ever heard somebody tell the truth and lie at the same time?
But we've also seen how we perceived it, because the idea for obsession for me starts from the core of why a man wants to have or want to be with a woman. And for you, it's the obsession of actually being in a relationship and why men don't want to be in relationships with these type of women. Mm-hmm. But we've seen men in these relationships with these type of women.
What, the type of woman she described?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like that's why I didn't see it the way that you saw it.
Understood. So just to advance the conversation a little bit, do you think women are obsessed with men?
See, I think it changed too. I think that in the beginning, as society has grown, it has changed. I think just like a man is looking for a wife, a woman is also looking for her husband or even partner. Companionship is the goal. I don't think anybody in this world really is supposed to be by themselves. Mm-hmm. And so whether it's the same sex or opposite sex, like it is, I think that's just how the world is supposed to work. And so I think, again, that women believe that you want to have a child, you want to be married with your person or live with your person and have kids together at the same time and get married or not get married, but that would be your goal. Mm-hmm. Now women are realizing that like I can just do bad all by myself. I don't need a man. That's what we're hearing. That's the narrative now. Like Greg, I'm not telling you what. I don't think anybody. Yes, I think. Okay, I don't think women need men because women can need women or whatever their sexual or love interest is. I'm
not trying to go Kevin Samuels on you,
but I think people need each other.
Okay,
that's the gist of it. I think, like I just explained to you, I think that we are built as humans to find our counterpart, regardless of whatever dynamic it is. I don't think anybody is supposed to be alone. Do people choose to be alone? Maybe make the wrong decisions or haven't healed, and that's why they are alone. But I don't think anybody is supposed to be alone. So when the need is yes, I think everyone's going to need someone at some point in time in their lives if they choose to do so.
Understood.
So the obsession of having that man in your household and to run it, like that's no longer something that women are striving to do anymore. I believe that some women still want it, But I think that the goalpost has moved for them.
I think it's a want. I don't think it's a need. I don't think we need anything. I don't think humans in general need. That's not true. We do need people. We need other energies around us. Let me say in a romantic situation in a romantic, because that's all I'm thinking about, relationships. I'm in a romantic situation. I don't think nobody need anybody. I think you want that.
I think no.
I think because if you need some, the only reason why I say want is because people decide to end relationships all the time.
Yeah, but doesn't mean they're not supposed to be in another one.
I'm not saying.
So that's what I'm trying to say is that like just because one relationship doesn't work doesn't mean you're supposed to be alone.
I think people do need each other, like on one level.
Okay.
Like we need friendships. Like I think we do need. You're not getting through life by yourself.
Okay.
But as far as like being in a relationship, being married, or having a spouse, that's a want. That's not a need.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like that dynamic of relationship could expand, right? You don't always have to be married to have a companion. You don't.
That's a spouse. I just said spouse.
Okay. So you can have a person, and I think that's what I believe. I think that even if it's not, and by all means, because no, because even if it's not like I'm gonna use like pastors or something like that. Mm-hmm. God, they love God.
And I love God too.
Okay, and maybe that was weird.
What?
That was weird. That went in a weird place. I didn't like it. I got weird really fast. I don't know. Okay, so because I'm listening to what you're saying, Greg, I can understand what you're saying because I do believe that there are people that serve other purposes. But I still believe that there's a counterpart for everyone, even if it's a friendship.
We not getting through life alone.
Okay.
Like you can't get through life alone.
Okay.
I think you just choose to have a spouse. You choose to be vulnerable with people. You choose to marry. You choose like all those things are wants. And the only reason why I call it a want is because people, as soon as you don't want it, you leave it.
Okay. Yeah. So I agree.
But yeah, I just thought that post was interesting. I don't think I have anything else on that. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, one final question. Mm-hmm. Who do you think gets obsessed with who first?
What?
Or the most?
I think that's subjective.
Really?
Yeah, because
I think it's women.
And
I think it's what?
You know what?
Can I bring you to my side?
I'm good. I'm waiting. The crosswalk didn't say walk yet, Greg.
Because as you have said many times, men have choices.
Mm-hmm.
They could go. What was the shelf metaphor? They could go to the top shelf. Mm-hmm. They go to the middle shelf. They got so many shelves to choose from. Mm-hmm. As you tell me, women ain't got the same choices, or not as many choices.
Okay.
So I think they will look past things. They will like that's like red, pink, purple,
orange.
You just never know. I think women become obsessed with their man before men become obsessed with women.
I don't believe that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I was bringing you in.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that because although I agree with what you said about like the shelf thing, mm-hmm. doesn't correlate because I think that because I think it's individual based in the intentions of what someone's looking for when they're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. However, I do believe that in relationship dynamics that men start giving signs to a woman to make her believe maybe it's not what's actually happening. So she's now moving differently, and I think that that's when that man decides that he wants to be with her because now he's obsessed with her.
I didn't say which obsession was more meaningful.
No, I didn't. I don't think it starts off with the woman all the time.
Really?
Yeah, not most of the time. I think it starts off with a man. I think, especially like just understanding how men like peruse like IG and just like look at women and then they start following them and look at their pages. Like it just starts putting into the idea that, especially on a physical level, men like to look. Like at first, for you to even give me the idea that you're even attracted to me, you are coming to me.
9 times out of 10, who's going to say this sentence first? Mm-hmm. That's my man. That's my girl.
Am I talking subjectively?
I'm talking 9 times out of 10 in the real world. Who says what first? Who says it first?
To who? Okay. Let's know because the conversation could be different. Me and the person can have a conversation, and he has established that to me. So now we've had this conversation.
I can give you more context. I can give you more.
Go ahead.
Because I already saw. I saw it already.
Okay,
right?
Good job.
Okay, like I said, nine times out of 10, who's going to say it first? A woman when she's around her friends say that's my man, or a dude around his boys saying that's my girl.
A dude.
Hell no.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Please.
Okay, because usually the dude would like to put a stamp on it. Because even if that's not his girl,
boo,
he would let you know that is his.
That is a weak argument.
That is his.
No.
Yes, because, that's what I'm saying. If I'm talking subjectively, Greg, it wasn't me.
I said 9 times out of 10.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. With me?
In the world. What do you think happens more?
And with the men that I know?
Of course, with the men you know.
With the men that I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's most of them.
I bet you it is.
What about you, Greg? You believe?
I believe what? Children of the future?
If you teach them well, Greg. If you teach them well, you let them lead the way. But you believe that women would say that's my man first?
Yeah.
Why? What would be the benefit for that?
I just think women become more obsessed with their man before a man does.
Why do you think that?
It's
because you believe that because men make choices that they have to be obsessed with a choice.
I've always, don't try to get me caught up because I said I agree with you. Men make choice. Men can make the choice or have the choice more often.
Yeah.
Like I agree with that. Like in the grand scheme of things, yes. But women do make the choice as well. I'm not saying it doesn't happen as often.
I understand what you're saying, but Greg,
because of that, that's why I think because men do hold the cards more often than not.
Yeah. Women
get obsessed with them more because I believe that they try to show I'm obsessed with you, so you don't need to go anywhere else.
See, I said no, because at this point I have to be obsessed with something. So you're playing your cards. I'm not just obsessed with. And I think that's what we're seeing the disconnect with, because women will fall in love with the man, and the man will fall in love with the woman's looks first, and then fall in love with her.
Okay.
So knowing that, you already had to be into me before I was even into you, because I needed to get to know you first.
Yeah, I think a woman gets to know the man more faster or first.
But doesn't change the obsession level, because like I said, because I'm a physical creature, just like watching porn, you're gonna tap into me. Me. You either want to see me, touch me, look at me, do things for me. Mm-hmm. And at that moment, who's obsessed with who?
Fair. I get you. I understand.
Okay.
I don't know if I fully agree.
You don't have to.
But I understand.
And look, that's where we are. That's how conversations work.
We're ill. It's like somebody farted.
Alicia Keys.
Huh?
Alicia Keys.
Yo, stop that.
Okay.
Not necessary.
I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. If you have made it to the end of the show with Gigi being rude. We end every show with new dialogue. New dialogue is time when we talk about something that we found interesting this past week or two. You got anything?
Take time for yourself. Mental health is very crucial, especially like now in this time that we're in. A lot of people are angry. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are acting out. So at any point in time, don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed. Just take a step back. And if you do feel overwhelmed, take a step back. Like there are times, like that's what PTO is made. That's what sick days is made for. Like you need time for you. And in order for you to be great anywhere else, you got to be great for yourself, whether it's for your job, whether it's for your kids, whether it's for your spouse, whether it's just for your mental health. Like take a moment and have time for you, because you'll understand that, or even do it like a little detox and allow yourself to kind of get rid of old habits, because that can also play into a lot of things such as mental health as well. So in a gist, in a bow, just take care of you.
That's dope.
What about you, Greg?
I watched Last Airbender on Netflix. I thought that shit was amazing.
You sound so excited.
It was really good.
That's good.
I was a fan of the cartoon, and usually when they do cartoons to live action, it ain't good.
Yeah, it's a miss.
I don't care what nobody say. Fuck all the reviews. That shit was amazing. It was really good. I thought the acting was good. I thought the effects were good. Like, shout outs to Netflix. Netflix been doing their thing recently. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
So yeah, go check that out. Last Airbender is pretty cool.
They have like different movies like that they made with that.
Yeah.
How do you know which one? I guess the newest one.
Yeah, it gotta catch my attention. I'm not just the type of person that'll go. I don't know how people just do that, like just randomly, like, oh, let me open up an app and press play.
I gotta do that. Sometimes I find the best movies. It's just that because I was just so nonchalant, I don't remember the movie title.
That's fair.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the next thing I'm gonna watch is either gonna be that Wendy Williams joint.
I keep trying to tell myself I want to watch it, then I'd like find something else to watch. But
Because I don't care about her.
I think I'm on the same path. Like especially like now, like more than ever, like and with all the negative press behind it too, it's just like, do I want to just divulge in just knowing?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. And yeah, like I said, like I don't really care about the story. And I think they did a one before, like a reenactment one on Lifetime prior to that.
For real?
Like about her story, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say. But yeah, no, I'm not really like, I want to watch it. But I know I keep saying it.
Yeah. Oh, that's all I got.
Thank you so much for making it this far in this episode. Greg and I appreciate you appreciating us, sticking around with us, and enjoying this conversation. Greg, you want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
Yeah, you can find me on X and Instagram at GregNelson26. And you can follow the pod on X, Instagram, and TikTok at JustAConvo_pod. And listen to us on anywhere you like to listen to your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Acast, Amazon. Yeah.
Awesome. And my amazing individuals, you can find me on X at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. And if you forgot today, if someone didn't tell you today, if you needed to be reminded today, if you listen to private conversations, you need to mind your business today. You see? I need to mind my business. Greg and I want you to go be great. Gigi.